to thrive beside this compromise set of haunted eyes that will dematerialize all those things that you despise. So in turn I externalize through my nocturnal eyes, which look so surprised from a dilation of a demon-stated demonstration. And I'm facing the contemplation of a disgraced hesitation for a meme and myself to be placed in by a fucking scabby replacement who totally underestimated the rest of the statement when he negated the elated, cause they all got traded after we invaded those insanely profane were recreated to be deliberately celebrated by an extraterrestrial and an ever celestial. So they start infecting the perplexing intellectuals as they become a little bit sensual, and so I existentially become a conceptual professional locked in the church's fucking confessional as I rely on the confidential and consequential elementals that are totally detrimental to resupplying the supplemental of existential chemicals as they enter in to be a distraction while I'm acting out the actions from the subtract and tracking this trapped within. So factor in my bastard grin that gets wiped off by a dirty fucking napkin. So I start asking to practice mathematics, cause my addicts are practically acrobatics in this electrostatic little planet that I call my bad habit. Just like that fucking cartoon Roger the Rabbit, I'm going so rapidly and happily into an actuality, becoming a higher state of practicality of my reality that turns my insanity as the profanity changes a response to this calamity of instigating parameters that have rational collaborators using plaster and alabaster which dry faster. So says the master as he goes chasing after another natural fucking disaster. I'm that spy, so call me a bastard that I try to sass hard while smoking glass shards in the backyard of broken dreams. So I believe that nothing is really as it seems in this little fallacy of actuality as I actually use tactics so proudly and profoundly. My hands become bound from these handcuffs that I found on the ground. Really, I'm not under arrest, I'm just what's left of an existential pest that you try to upset and protest while I try to protect everything that I have to invest in with an iron fist. So I designed this little foggy mist where you two exist in this logistical rift. Then I accidentally trip the breaker cause I'm a total fucking tweaker, unraveling and understanding through my speakers that end up reaching peak hertz. So I can bleed a little easier than Ebenezer when he's using his metal tweezers to pull out his nose hairs as he sneezes out a snot shot. I'm now all about people pleasing. Then I see another tree that has a disease of the season, and for no apparent reason I still believe we can achieve an honestly raunchy monkey who's a little bit funky in this conscious apology of an ever-haunting astrology when all technology gets a blast from an EMP which shall destroy all circuits that currently serve a purpose as I become a little bit nervous after swerving through traffic on this icy surface. We are all deserving of an urgency that urgently has a spare room for emergencies that have to happen so commercially as I immerse this queen into accepting an interesting way for you to be investing in my besting. Subjective, collective, that's retrospective to the selective people who ingest sedatives only to end up way too repetitive. So I have no choice but to let you live as an infected and rejected from being neglected when you thought that your rhymes were respected and accepted. So I intercepted your shit with an eclectically hectic mystic misdirected in his own reflection of a drug-induced complexion. So get set for the motherfucking resurrection of introspection, cause I try to rhyme with such a perfection. You can't handle me, bitch.